Yo, what's up guys? What is going on everybody over on the Simply Viral channel? Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Today we are jumping back into the world of Fortnite to take a look at the Season 7 map here for Fortnite Battle Royale. Of course, with each and every seasonal update, some of the biggest changes that we actually see take place on the map themselves in the ways of maybe adding new places, deleting old places, or completely changing how the map flows with new elements added into it. The map, of course, is the biggest part of Fortnite Battle Royale itself, and it's constantly evolving and changing before our eyes, where the biggest changes actually take place in these seasonal updates. So with Fortnite Season 7 here, we can expect to see some major map changes, and in this video we're going to be discussing what exactly we could see to change on the Fortnite Season 7 map. But before we go ahead and get into that, if you guys are brand new here to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way every single time we upload a new video here on the channel, you can actually be the first person to watch, like, and comment on each and every new upload, because with your channel notifications turned on, YouTube actually sends you a message every single time we go live, letting you know a new video has gone up. If you guys are just joining the notification squad, thank you and welcome. Be sure to comment down below saying I subscribed or hashtag notification squad for your chance to be featured in our daily video shout out, where you guys actually get your name and comment on screen for everyone else watching the video to see. And last but not least, if you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it, let us know by giving it a big old thumbs up. Slap that like button, we would seriously appreciate it. Now without further ado, let's go ahead, let's jump in and let's talk about the Fortnite Season 7 map and what we can expect to change and happen to it. Let's start off by addressing the elephant on the map, aka Loot Lake, aka Leaky Lake. Of course, we know something huge is going to happen to Loot Lake. We've got Kevin the Cube, who has now busted the middle of the Loot Lake Island into 3 different parts, and it is now floating above the map. It's caused a massive vortex in the sky, and at the time of making this video, Loot Lake is still intact, or Leaky Lake I should call it, is still intact. It's just very abnormal and funky. Loot, of course, is now spawning at an all-time high at Loot Lake, making it an actual, like, decent place to land here and there because people actually want to go here. The loot is actually decent, and Leaky Lake in general has become a more popular area. However, after Season 6 ends and with the start of Season 7, I would expect that Leaky Lake, aka Loot Lake, is going to go bye-bye forever. Maybe Kevin the Cube ends up exploding and that entire portion of the map right there gets dissipated and turned into something else. Maybe it's going to be Dusty Divot V2, or maybe something else happens where the map completely changes there. Maybe the water dries up or something else happens that turns Leaky Lake into something completely different. This could be the spawn of the volcano rumors that we've seen here for a long time here in Fortnite, whether it be via the game files or the different things in the, like, the reflection of the cube image with the Bright Bomber skin a little while ago teasing the volcano. Something is definitely going to happen to Loot/Leaky Lake here in Fortnite Season 7. We are going to have to wait and see exactly what does happen with Kevin the Cube and the whole Darkness Rises situation, but we do know Leaky Lake is going to be heavily impacted. Another thing that's probably going to happen with Fortnite Season 7 is an adjustment to the northwest corner of the map. This includes Junk Junction and Haunted Hills. Both of these areas are not super popular. I mean, honestly, I don't land Junk Junction ever unless I'm going for, like, the search chests in Junk Junction challenge, or one of the challenges might be land at Junk Junction. That's the only time I'm ever going up there. Even with Haunted Hills, I'm not really up there unless there's a challenge for it. Eliminate opponents in Haunted Hills, or search chests there, or do whatever it might be. That entire corner of the map there with Haunted Hills and Junk Junction and the Giant Llama, that's just not a very interesting place to land anymore. It's not a high action place. It's very out of the way. There's not much going on up there. They did obviously just add the castle on top of the Haunted Hills area, but I feel like that's more so just to, you know, bring some more spookiness into the game to encompass the whole Darkness Rises theme and to go along with the Halloween sort of time era that we're in right now. I would definitely not expect that area to stick around for too much longer, especially as it continues to die down in terms of action and overall just hype for that area on the map. Yeah, the castle is cool and all, but it's really not that great for loot, and that entire area in itself is very out of the way and out of the normal area on the map where the circle is. I don't know how many times I've actually ended up playing on that corner of the map because the final circle's up there. Most of the time it's around Salty or Dusty or Retail, that portion of the map. So that corner of the map, it's very neglected, and I think Epic knows that, and in Season 7, I would definitely expect to see that area evolve into something else. Either the area gets decimated by something, or it turns into some new areas. Maybe people build on top of the old area that was there and replace Junk Junction with something else, and replace Haunted Hills with like maybe a nice hotel or something like that, because that's always a good idea. Placing a hotel on top of somewhere that used to be haunted always makes for some good drama, am I right? Anyways, I would definitely see Junk Junction and Haunted Hills being replaced here in Fortnite Season 7. Now let's talk about Wailing Woods, because it's been an interesting sort of point of interest here over the past couple of seasons. At first, Wailing Woods, a very boring place to land. Great for getting wood, but overall, a very boring place to land, until one thing happened. A bunker spawned in, and everyone freaked out. What is this bunker? What does this mean? Could this be some sort of major map change coming? Maybe, but also not really, because nothing has happened with said bunker. We got a different bunker, but the original bunker is still intact and not doing anything. It's just sitting there. We did, of course, like I just said, get a new bunker in Wailing Woods. Right in the very center of it, there is now a massive bunker that actually has a secret little rift in it, and it's like some sort of observation slash experiment area with some interesting tunnels that are currently under construction. My theory here is that over the course of time leading up to Season 7, then and finally with the launch of Season 7, we are going to see these tunnel systems actually start to develop, and we're going to get a whole secret underground route where we can actually travel from different points of interest via the tunnel system. And I would expect to see the original Fortnite Wailing Woods bunker that was so mysterious and freaky and had everyone talking about it is actually just going to be an entrance to one of the tunnel systems. It looks like there was actually a tunnel being built in that direction from the original bunker, and I would definitely anticipate that's what's going on here. Now, we don't know how big this tunnel system might be. Maybe it's only going to be from like Wailing Woods to Risky Reels or something. Maybe it's going to take over a bunch of the map, and it's actually like a preparation. Maybe some like Fallout event is going to happen with Kevin the Cube, and the top of the map sort of gets decimated, and it might be dangerous to wander around. You can head down into this massive tunnel system that takes you from Wailing Woods down to Lonely Lodge and into retail, and you can come up through some of the buildings, and they have secret entrances and all sorts of stuff like that. Wailing Woods might actually start playing a part in the Fortnite map here come Season 7. Now let's talk about Dusty Divot. This is a place on the map that was huge for a little while, and now it's just a giant hole in the center of the map that no one ever really lands except for in like 50 versus 50, because the final zone is like always on top of it. Dusty Divot's kind of a boring place. Once again, great for trees, great for mushrooms, but not a great point of interest in general. Maybe with Season 7 we'll finally get the, conclusion of Dusty Divot, and it gets filled in or built over, or something happens that actually changes Dusty Divot from a divot into something a little bit more exciting, maybe a little bit more level. I don't know about you guys, but I loved the risk of running around Dusty Depot when that was a thing, because the fields there were so open, and it was really, like I said, a risk to run around that area because you were so exposed. You had people who could snipe from the factories, from Salty, from all the surrounding areas, because all that there was just Dusty Depot and not a whole lot in the surrounding sort of fields. With Dusty Divot now, it's a little bit easier to run around there because I feel like you can constantly either jump into the divot or disappear behind one of the hills, because the divot is so big it sort of eliminated all that surrounding open area. So I would like to see something change here with Dusty Divot, and I could definitely expect to see it, since not much has really happened with this entire area since the meteor landed, and we saw the development of the station in the center and the trees growing up around it. And then finally here, the last thing we can expect to see with Fortnite Season 7 is some sort of snow element added to the map. Season 7 is of course taking place over the course of winter in the real world, and a lot of people are expecting to see a winter theme here for Fortnite Season 7, meaning we would probably get either a snow-covered map as like a sort of winter wonderland update where the entire map is covered by snow, or maybe just a new snow area. This could actually be a great replacement to the Junk Junction and Haunted Hills area, sort of how we got rid of Moisty Mire and replaced it with Paradise Palms in the sand and desert biome. We could replace Junk Junction and Haunted Hills with a brand new snow biome where maybe we have like some sort of ski resort, and it has different zip lines that you can go down, or rail cart lines. Maybe it brings some new vehicles to the game and you can use sleds and snowboards to get around that area. I personally think a lot could happen here with a snow element being added to the game that could be really fun and really cool, and like I said, maybe spice up the action a little bit in that northwest corner where Junk Junction currently stands. Bringing in a brand new biome there, a brand new point of interest is going to get a lot of action up towards that corner, and I think that's something we definitely could use. And with that being said, guys, that is going to wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up, slap that like button, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to go ahead and subscribe with your channel notifications turned on. That way you never miss another upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We seriously do appreciate it. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the battle bus. Peace out.